Hey Hoopers, welcome back. Today's lesson is going to feature two different moves, and we're going to be working on the basics of them. Both of these moves are a lot easier with a smaller hoop, but as I say all the time, it's a great way to begin learning the new moves in your practice with a larger hoop. Just beware that space is an issue, right? We're going to be working on half chest rolls today, which brings the hoop halfway up to the chest. Sorry, that was very sloppy. Oh my gosh, okay. Cut. Hey Hoopers, welcome back. Today we're going to be covering two basic roll moves, over the body rolls. And just keep in mind that these moves specifically are a lot easier to do with a smaller hoop. But as I say all the time, it's a really great for your practice, fortifying the strength and muscle memory of your body to start these on a larger hoop. So today we're going to be covering half chest rolls with breaks and C rolls. So the way we're going to be getting into the half chest roll today is not from a normal chest roll, which is way back here. And that's just because of the size of the hoop I'm using. I will be creating a completely different tutorial for the full chest roll, and you'll be able to check that out on a different day. The way we're going to be getting into our half chest roll, which is where we bring the hoop to the chest and let it come down your opposite arm, is from up overhead, and we're going to be flipping the hoop behind us. So there's a sort of overhead hinge. You'll have to move your head out of the way until we have this funny little arm movement on the hoop. And I'm going to break this all down in a moment. But just to demonstrate, once we are here, we're going to bend the elbow, bring the hoop to the chest, and then bring our other arm into the same position. We're going to be breaking across the chest. So essentially we're just bouncing the hoop from elbow to elbow, and then releasing down our opposite arm to catch with an upward grip. So that is our half chest roll with breaks. We're also going to be covering a C roll today. A C roll is similar to a chest roll. It comes up the arms, over the chest, and down the opposite arm. But we're not here, and here we can stay upright. It's a little bit more accessible. But we're going to be starting this C roll from an upward grip. And just to demonstrate, again, I'll be breaking all of this down. The hoop will come up our arm, across our chest, and down our opposite arm. Now that was the most modified version of a C roll because I never let go of the hoop. I'm just allowing it to trace my body in a sort of C shape. So let's break this down. Starting in my dominant hand, we'll come to those half chest rolls with the break. I'm going to have my hand out to the side. I have an outward grip. My thumb is facing up. Now, I'm going to lift the hoop a little higher, and I'm going to be hinging the hoop behind my head. That means my head's going to have to move out of the side, and the hoop's going to be behind my arm. So when I hinge the hoop, it's going to be coming forward, saying hi to my neighbor. My head moves out of the way, and then I let it hinge all the way to the back again, so that the majority of the space of the hoop is facing away from me. And this is where I have that sort of internal grip of my forearm. Now my palm is facing up, and the hoop is resting here across my forearm and down towards my elbow. So from here, I'm going to lift up my chest, and I'm not like this. I'm lifting. My low spine stays stable and long. And this is so I can fold my arm. I'm bending my elbow, upper arm stays long, to bring the hoop to my chest. So a half chest roll would be extending your opposite arm, moving your head out of the way, and releasing the hoop, sorry, that was sloppy, to your opposite hand, rolling down your extended arm. This arm, when you're ready to release the hoop across, stays straight. That will help with any bouncing and keep that nice, clean roll. So let's try this again. Out to the side, up, hinge, move the head, hinge again. We have that inner arm grip. Chest lifted, head out of the way, elbow bends, hoop to chest, let go and extend. Try that a couple of times, and then we're going to add in the break. So starting again, dominant hand, we bring the hoop up, hinge behind, hinge to the side. Now, when I bring the hoop to my chest, this time my opposite arm will bend because I'm going to be creating this same sort of elbow forearm grip with my opposite arm. It comes out, my lower arm moves in front of the hoop so that my hands can meet here in center. The hoop is resting on the space of my chest. So we bring it in, other arm comes in, we release our other arm, and notice I'm just letting the hoop sort of come to the opposite or to the outside edge of my upper arm, just above my elbow. This is just for effect. The space of the hoop is away from my body, and now I'm going to bring the hoop back to my chest, bring my original arm in, and open. So I'm just breaking the momentum of the hoop, and again, with time and momentum, this starts to smooth out. Now, I started with my right hand. I'm going to release the hoop down my left arm and catch. Because we're doing chest roll breaks, it doesn't matter which arm you release to. You can release it to your other side. So we're going to practice with both. Let's move to our left hand or non-dominant hand for me. So we are bringing the hoop up. We are hinging the hoop in front of us. Move the head, and then all the way over to the side. So again, the hoop hinges around. Elbow bends, bring it to the chest. Let's just send it down the right side. And again, that was sloppy because I didn't have a whole lot of momentum going. So bring it around to the chest. I'll bring in my arm. Break, 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 break. Trying to keep the hoop as wall plane or vertical as possible. All right, I'm going to send it now down my right arm, nice and long, and I catch with an upward grip right here at 6 o'clock. So I want you to practice that a few times, moving between beginning your right side, your left side, and then also switching which arm you catch it on. And it's good to just switch it up because you never know in your flow what side you're going to just start to naturally move into. So those were our chest roll, half chest roll with a break. Now let's move on to the C roll. And the way that I'm kind of combining these in, they're going to be flowing together here at the end of the video. So the C roll, I'm going to start in my dominant hand, which for me is my right. I'm going to be bringing the hoop to an upward grip at 6 o'clock, and I'm holding the hoop away from me. I'm going to be using my wrist to bring the hoop to my forearm. My arm is going to stay long for a moment, and when I'm ready, I'll slightly curl my elbow to bring the hoop up to my shoulder. Now, using my hand for support here, I'm going to tilt the hoop in towards my chest, let it roll across the space of my chest to my opposite shoulder. My arm will be extended long on this side, and then release my arm so that I can catch it in my opposite hand. And then here I am ready to do it on my left side. So the space of the hoop is away from me, my arm is long. I bend the wrist to bring the hoop to my forearm. I bend the elbow to bring the hoop to my shoulder. I tilt the hoop inward across my chest and down my opposite arm to release. Sorry, I'm doing this outside in the summer. There's some bugs. There is a yellow jacket. So moving on, let's try to smooth this out a little bit here. We bring it up, over, and across. Up, over, and across. I'm never letting go of the hoop. Pretty much my hands are on the hoop the whole time on both sides. But let's see if we can get enough momentum going that we can just release the hoop up and over. You see how I did that? As I bring the hoop to my forearm, I'm letting go of my hand. I'm moving my body out of the way. But when I release, I already begin that tilt. So I come up, tilt, release. Up, tilt, release. And that's where we get that C-shape effect. Momentum is your friend. Practice is essential. So let's combine those. Let's come up to our half chest roll. We're going to break once to each side. And remember, our ending position is right here, and we'll move right into our C roll. So starting on your dominant side, I'll demonstrate from the front and then again from the back. up, hinge all the way around, chest roll, break, break, break to my left hand, C-roll position, up and over, up and over. All right, let's try it from the back, my dominant hand. Up, hinge around to the chest. We break 1, 2, extend, C-roll, C-roll. Starting on my left side. Up, hinge, hinge, chest break 1, 2, down, C-roll 1, and 2. I hope this was helpful. I hope this made sense. Remember to practice both sides, and I will see you in the next video.